Hello, everybody. Here we are live. On this live stream 53. So, if you joined me last week, I was doing a giveaway and every day, or every week, sorry, not every day, every week for a whole year, which is huge, because it's been a crazy year with having a baby and moving and tons of stuff happening. So thank you for celebrating with me if you tuned in last week. And our winners got announced or notified that won the art and the cards and the book. So thank you again for those that participated and engaged with me and celebrated with me. So we're going to get started. I am actually going to be painting a picture of my son, Tobias. And I think this is, I don't know if you can see that picture very well, but that's what we're going to be painting. So I'm going to have that next to me. And we'll kind of do this slowly and kind of see how it goes. I haven't done portrait painting in a long time, but I was kind of just feeling the urge to paint my son and to paint a face that I love. So we're going to give it a try. I've got this square canvas board today, which is fairly easy to paint on and easy to frame. I've got my tea. And feel free if you have questions or comments along the way. I love to engage, so please let me know. I am using acrylic, which I don't know if I've ever done a portrait of somebody in acrylic, so this will be interesting, but I've definitely been on a acrylic kick, so to speak. So we're gonna give that a try here. Okay, I'm going to grab just a flat brush here. And I've got some brown off of my palette. I'm just going to water it down. This is something you would do in oil paint. Just give yourself a light version, and we're going to sketch it out in paint. I may have to stand here for a second so I can get the proportions right. I'm going to zoom in. I want mostly his head and the angle. So the angle, this is all just sketching, mapping out stage. So let's see how this goes. I'm nervous. The top of his head here. And let's just do the bottom here. And then we've got, he's got a cute little neck. This little onesie. And then proportion-wise, we still have the center of the head is where the eyes are going to go. I don't do a lot of like babies or kids very often, but we're going to give this a try here. Nose, it's a little bit above center here. His ears are here. I'm going to try to go for realism here. If you followed me during my Inktober, I basically every day of Inktober did a little illustration or cartoon of Tobias doing something related to the prompt. It was super fun, but definitely not what I'm going for here with style. I don't do a lot of baby proportions here, so this will be interesting. I'm challenging myself in front of you guys. This could be a very bad mistake. Who knows? But we'll see how it goes. I feel like getting head shapes is probably one of the hardest things. It's like, how do you do it in a way that is gonna look right? Okay, let me just get an idea for the body. He's on his belly in this picture, so I have to zoom out to see what's happening here. He's got quite the marshmallowy arms and legs right now, which is just super cute. Okay, I think we got a good base here. Now I'm going to do a few things here from what I know from portrait drawing. Is I'm going to cover this background here on this side with the value, which will change, obviously, color and stuff, but this side of his face, the light is hitting it, and you want the background to be the opposite. So I'm going dark with the background. Oh, yay, Audrey. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, thanks. Yes, I think he's pretty cute too. Okay, then we're going to just start blocking in some value here. Do I know what I'm doing? No, I have no idea. I haven't done portrait painting in like forever, so this will be very interesting. But it should, I think blocking in these values really helps. I think that's why people do it. It's supposed to help you to kind of bring it to life without actually doing any color or anything. So, and he's definitely not right in the face right now. And that just gets morphed and moved in the right direction as we go here. As an artist, I've felt just in the last week, like I don't know what I'm doing, kind of a feeling. I guess a little bit of imposter syndrome of just not really loving my art at the moment and not really having anything exciting that I'm working on and project wise, art wise. And so that just leaves me kind of not wanting to do art, if that makes sense. So again, this is why my live streams are awesome, because it's forcing me to paint. And you might be asking, well, why would you do a portrait of all things? I don't know. I'm crazy, I guess. No, I do like a good challenge. I'm very competitive, and I like to give myself challenges here of things to get better at and do and all that. So this isn't, against what I feel like is me. Okay, I think I have a good base. Now for the fun part of color mixing. Now, I don't know where to start. Let's see, I've got to grab some. Oh, I found some more white paint. I was running low on my white acrylic, but here is some. Okay. Well, I think what I want to do is start with a like local color skin tone and work from there. The hard thing with portraits is that like one face doesn't just have like one color with highlight and shadow. You really have like lots of different colors in someone's face. So this will be very interesting. I'll hold this, put that up there so I can see it a little better. So finding his neutral skin tone. Oh, I need yellow. I've got my pink. And yellow. Now, I really try to capture as much likeness as possible. And obviously right now, it doesn't look like him. It looks like a baby, right? And so my goal that comes with just constant tweaking, and I probably won't even end this session with a realistic version of him. I'll have to, like, honestly, the only way to make it look realistic is to literally take a break, walk away, come back in a day or two and look at it again. You're going to see things differently that you didn't see the first time. Like that's the biggest thing I've learned with doing anything that you try to capture someone's likeness. Now I want to go for a little bit of a painterly approach here. Purple's always a good one to have on hand for skin tones. That and any sort of brown or neutral color. So I'm going to just try it because it's hard to know until I start mixing things to get an idea of what his skin tone looks like here. And a lot of times what happens is it's coming back to me now doing this. You start to make colors and then you start to make other colors off of those colors until you get the right skin color. So then I need to just try it. Okay. I'm sorry if you tuned in to try to see real live Tobias, but he's sleeping. And thank goodness he is, because otherwise I would not be here doing this right now. So sorry, you'll have to, be pleased with this instead. Okay, it does have a very orangey look. I'm just gonna have to start somewhere and put in. It's got a lot of orangey color in the ears, and this is where I just paint on top of my underpainting that I just did, sketch that I just did. It's a little wet in spots, but boom, boom, boom. I just start to lay some color down because you have to start somewhere, right? So wherever I'm seeing this sort of peachy color, I'm putting that down. Do you hear the question in my voice? I think I know what I'm doing. Am I supposed to do that? I don't know. So I'm going to lighten that and go a little bit more yellow, a little bit warmer. It'll start to come as I get it, as I warm up a little bit. I want to get out a little bit of red because I need something that's a little more warm. Okay, yeah, that's better. It's definitely a very warm or a darker color up here for the side of his head. So if I bring that down into here, and then that kind of sweeps around, it becomes this part of his cheek. And then it becomes the inside corner of his mouth a little bit here. A lot of that's going to be a lot darker. I better not forget about his arms because I'm going to hate myself for not like going with my other colors on the face and putting them in on the arms. I'm going to be like, what were you thinking, Mary? Ooh. Values in here. Little, baby neck rolls. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Audrey. No worries. See you next time. I'll share the final product somewhere. Instagram, Facebook. If it's worth sharing. No, it's good to share your progress. Okay, let's see here. Let's go for a little bit of blue or a lot of blue. And some of these highlights over on the side of the head here are kind of because he's kind of a bald kid at the moment, in case you couldn't tell. And that means light is going to bounce off his face a little bit. Poor kid. And let's see, that same color is up in here. Kind of a bluish, a little bit more on the blue side. And then that same color, a little bit warmer, comes through here. I might as well fix what's happening around the eyes right now. Sorry, I got really focused there for a moment. Just looking for these really kind of cool highlights. It's happening on the ear a little bit. Oh, and it's definitely happening on the arm. It's maybe a little bit on the warmer side on the arm. Like this kind of a color. Yeah, baby skin. Baby skin is so perfect. Okay, that's the one thing I've learned about becoming a parent. You make up songs to pretty much any situation and scenario. Just, to have music happening or to calm the baby. It's just like you make up things. It's quite funny. I can't think of anything right now, but a lot of times just like, you can rest. It's okay. You'll feel better anyway. Stuff like that. It's dumb, but it's quite funny. And he likes it, apparently. It's all about color changing. Like I'm, almost every other brush stroke, I'm just like changing the color ever so slightly. Okay, it looks kind of scary, but we're getting there. We're getting there. There's no eyes, and eyes really, make the image. So we're working up to that. It's not quite right. It just needs to be darker in here. Okay. Now let's just put in some warm highlights, I think. Is it too soon to jump to that? It's hard to say, but I think I need it in there to kind of see how this is going. So I'm going to go in for the white. Because he's very fair, like his parents. Oh, that's maybe a little too yellow. Let's see what this looks like. Again, the shape of the head is always the hardest part. But we're going to just block it in. You can always fix the head from the outside too. This is really, the eyes are really going to make it, and I can't get there yet. Okay. Oh, it's scary. It's very scary. Okay. There's kind of an in-between color. It's not as light as that. Oh, and it's not as red as that. It's still white, so maybe a little bit on the bluish side. Add in a little bit of blue. It's like, it's kind of like that. Man, bald heads are probably harder than hair. So we're at it, some of this, even though he's wearing a white shirt, the front of it is reflecting a lot of skin tone. Oh, wow. Sorry, I wasn't looking at comments. You guys are so nice. Thank you. This is definitely not easy, and I haven't done this in a while, so it's a little bit intimidating. But thank you. Yeah, it's definitely, oh man, it's hard. And as it dries, like this coloring just isn't looking right. So it's going to need a lot of layers. But let's go in and try some features, I guess. Let's try. Let me go in with some pink and red. I lost my brown. I shouldn't say lost. I used it up, clearly. Add a little bit of that in there. What am I making again? I forgot. Oh yeah. The thing is, you get confused because there's so many pinks and skin tones happening here. It's very difficult. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Bottom of his nose. I'm gonna just have to start somewhere, so I'm gonna have to fill in. Let's fill in the mouth. And actually, the tip of his nose is kind of red in this photo. So we're gonna do that. Put a little red there. A little more red there. It's quite red, reflective right there, which I'll probably pump up even more later. Okay, now I lost his mouth, but it's okay. It's filled in with something. Yeah, languishes. Everyone's commenting. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks for watching. Yes, the Language Clan is tuning in. Let's see, I don't know what the best approach is here. I probably, and that's going to look really creepy when I do this, but I'm going to have to. He's got quite dark blue eyes, kind of a gray blue, and I have to put it in there right now, but it's going to not be the right shape or size or anything. But then I put the eyelid around it. So let's try this. I'm going to do it on both sides. Oh, actually, that's like the right color. It's a little watery, but let's just put that in there. Let's do the same on the other side. Now I need to hold it up a second so I can get it exactly across. That's the other thing, is sometimes doing things at a slight angle, the features get off. Bigger is honestly better because then I can take the eyelid around it. Okay. Do I do the eye? Oh, I need to let it dry. So maybe I'll go to the bottom of the nose and do a very similar thing for the nostrils, which I feel like I got the nose a little high, which is why we're going to fix it right now. Again, just putting in lines for things. Then let's do a similar thing here. I want to get his smile right, which is going to take a while. Okay, we got some good information. Now, coloring in the corner of the eyes, not there, honestly. There's like canvas showing through, which is why it's good to put that in now and fix it. Okay. Okay, yeah. And because I'm working with acrylic, it's drying really weird. You can see up close how you can see the texture. It's just drying different than when I put it down. But once those eyes are dry, I can kind of maybe switch to a slightly smaller brush and go in with the face a little bit more. But let's say before I do that, let's go into some of the shirt down here and add a little detail. It's not the focus, so I can take it easy, chillax a little bit, you know? I got a hair in it. Uh-oh, maybe too late. It's okay, it makes it realistic. Although this kid has no hair. So that's not realistic at all. It's okay. It's okay, Tobias. You'll get hair someday. He's growing a little bit. Slowly. Yeah, then the highlights over here, this is what I love. Get super blue, white. As they go around. And up here, kind of the same thing. Just put some of that in there. Let's pick up some of this. Oh, Soderberghs are here too. Yay! Family represent. Thanks, guys. Now get some other people on here. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I do this mostly for people that know me, so. I think his arm needs to be. Yes, this kid is pudgy, but he's not that pudgy. Bring the arm in a little bit. Need a warmer highlight. If you're just tuning in, you might like, what the heck is she painting? It looks kind of like a demonic creature with the eyes the way they are. But I just put the eyes in. They need to dry before I do the next layer. So don't go away. Now, and actually, I'm going to be teaching this tomorrow. If there's any students watching, you're getting a little preview of white things have color, a lot of color to them. So I'm going to be teaching how to do that in colored pencil, my colored pencil class tomorrow. Even though he's wearing a white onesie, it needs to have lots of reflected colors. And again, it's not the focus, so I don't need to worry too much about it, but I'm stalling. Can you tell? Let's see. Let's go up to the face now. I am going to move to a small brush, but I need to not get too detailed. I'm still going for kind of a painterly look. Like I want the end result to still look fairly painterly, but still look like Tobias. At least that's the idea. So let's see if we can do it. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to just, I don't know what I'm going to do. If the corner of his eye is there, corner of the nose. Baby eyes are always interesting because they all look the same. At least for Caucasian babies, like the folds are exactly, I don't know, they're shaped kind of like an almond more so than adults, which is interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess that's okay. I need to not be so freaked out about this. This eye's squinting a little bit more. Okay, looking better, looking better. Now there's whites of the eyes, which aren't actually white in pretty much any scenario. Never perfectly white. So he's got a little bit showing here. I'm not going to go crazy with that one. A little bit showing here. Oops, I got some water. This is very hard. Let's just get the crease in there. I'll probably be able to see it better. Creases is the interesting part of the baby. It's like the crease comes from inside the eye. Oops. And goes out like that. And I'm making it bigger because I can always make it smaller later. This needs to be darker. Okay. Actually, that eye is squintier, so I think I got that showing. Let's see if I can, with that same dark color I have, just kind of define the nose a little bit more. Actually, quick. You notice something on the eye that's not right. to the mouth. Okay, so got a little bit of little Cupid's bow showing there, or underneath the Cupid's bow. And the mouth goes to little pupil, right below the pupil. And then same thing on this side, right below the pupil, bend. I think that's how wide. Oh, it's not looking centered. Ooh, that's gonna mess me up later. I better extend this side and bring this side in a little bit more. Okay, I think we inside of the mouth there, which will go darker later, but just so we have something there to help us. Okay. I think we're doing it, guys. I think we're doing it. Okay. So let's make sorry, I got focused. It's hard to talk when I'm like focused. I follow a bunch of portrait painters on Instagram that are always a huge inspiration. I just admire people that can do this all the time and do it really well and do it so quickly and do it. It's amazing. I'm so rusty at this. It's not my favorite thing to do because it is so tedious. The nose isn't quite right. Let's see if I can build this other side of the nose first. This brush always kind of collects water in the barrel of the brush, which drips down onto the painting at times. Gosh, noses are so hard too. Again, not too tight, not too tight. His upper lip is like so peachy pink in this one. So let's see if we can come in and add that. A little bit of that peachy pink on the chin, and definitely quite a bit in the little creases. A little bit there, tip of the nose. Whatever this color is I made, it's actually in a lot more spots than I thought. I made it for like the lips. And it's definitely there, but oh, and actually his little tongue on the inside. Okay. It's looking like a baby. Let's see if we can get a little bit more warmth to the nose there, right above that little section as it comes around. This way. Get kind of a little highlight. And then the upper, this section that connects to the nose needs to have a nice highlight. Oh, got into my blue a little too much. I can always fix it. Going back into the dark blue color. I want to put this color elsewhere, but I've got this like tiny brush. And again, I don't want to, my paint is drying. Oh yeah, the side of his nose. I'm going to go back to my big brush because I need to not get so tight. Oh, too dark. I think it's too dark. Oh, oh, oh. Too dark. Too pink. What happens a lot with portraits, at least for me, is that sometimes it can be overworked, so I need to make sure I stop before I lose the likeness. Oh, Fume's watching. Yay. Whole family is tuning in. Just a little bottom lip here. Ooh, I think I got the right color. It's like a little kind of gray. Oops, grayed. A little bit of a gray skin tone. Sorry, can't think and talk. Paint and talk. Okay, I'm losing my peachy undertones a little bit. He's looking a little bit like a zombie, so we need to make sure we go back to our roots here with our pink and yellow and white. Get a little bit of a peach back into his skin. This is what I remember from portrait painting, is that it's this back and forth of different peaches. This might be the right color. Ooh, actually, ha ha ha. Oh, not right there, but here. It's a little bit more grayed down, which is what we want. That will show up in a few spots here and here. And there. Yeah, this whole cheek, I think I went a little too dark with that initially. Okay, it's looking a little more baby skin-like in there. Now, a little bit again. Oops, that's really bright. With the warm skin tone here needs to be a lot brighter. And on the nose, see the color of the it's darkening as I work with it. Oop, oop, oop. That's what acrylic does, is it darkens. More as it dries, which is quite a pain if you ask me. We definitely want to take that same color, go a little bit more blue with it. I think this, let's try this. Oh, it's not light enough. white, 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 white. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching. Man, that paint is really thick. Okay, I have no idea if this is the right color, but it's like I need something to help me get the right base. I'm putting a little bit of yellow into it. Might be better. I need a transition color to go into the pink. There's a little bit there, a little bit there. Shouldn't be as bright there, but it's there. A little bit on the top of the nose. This one is a little more blue. Okay, now there needs a transition, like I said, between the two. Is this? It's kind of on the bluish side, though. So we're going to go for a little more blue. Let's see if that... Ooh, yeah. It's got a little eyebrow suggestion right in here. And that's important to get in there. Oh yeah, this color, again, that darkened in there more than I wanted it to. But that color right there, boom, is the cheekbone. And it also shows itself in here. It's a very similar color to what's happening in his shirt. I'm going to take a little break here and go down to the shirt that he's wearing. So it's going to help me maybe with some colors, or at least take a break from the white that I'm looking at. I'm not doing pure white. I'm doing white with ultramarine blue. Oops, as you can see. Because it's quite light in there. There's a little hint of some value of the skin reflecting, but then it's mostly this color with some of this to darken. It's a little bit of a pink color reflected onto the white of his shirt here, and that's because he's on a pink blanket. Pink and blue and multicolored blanket. Okay, let's try. I want to warm up some spots here. And to do that, I need to make a kind of bright, oh, that's not quite right. looks a little intense, but it goes in a few of these spots that are just going to make it glow. A little bit on the cheek over here. Make him look kind of rosy. A little bit too pink. A little bit on the upper lip and bottom lip. Yeah, it's a little bit there, a little bit on the chin there. Okay, maybe I'll take a break and work on the eyes because we need to bring that more to life. So I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna raise this a tiny bit. Lower this a tiny bit. That's not going to be that blue or white, so put in the right shape. Now his little gray-blue eyes have a highlight, or it's not a highlight. Well, there's a highlight, but he's got the blue, because our eyes are amazingly like transparent. The iris, anyway. And so when light is shining through one side, it comes out the other side. And so he's got that showing. I'm going to put the pupil in a second. There's not a lot on that one because it's in the shadow. I need to hold this up a little bit so I can get this shape right. Yes, I'm being a little more precise with that eye. Because eyes need to be a little bit more precise. Ooh, the shape's a little wonky. Sorry. I had to really focus in on that little spot. Oh, I changed that. Looks worse than what I just did, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. Okay. Now, highlights really bring things to life. So once I put this on here, that's gonna really make it pop. So we've got a little highlight here. Man, my white is really clumpy. So a little highlight there. We get a little highlight on the white of the eye. On the iris, I guess. There. Here you go. Hopefully you can kind of see the eye a little better. The pupil needs to be quite dark. So I'm going with some dark purple. To be a little bit bigger. Okay, now I need to fix the eyelid because I messed it up by trying to do the eye. And it's weird how the colors are really darkening as I sit here. It's kind of frustrating. Just like on the face, but okay, then this side will be more of a bluish highlight on the eye. Actually, that little spot there. Oop, come back. This needs to be a little bit darker. Because it's on the darker side. I'm like not watching my time. Oh, it's 9:37. Okay, I probably need to call it a night. But I thank you guys for watching and tuning in on my attempt to do this. It is not easy, but I am having fun. So little nose comes around the corner there. Oops, I almost put color on my mic. If you were watching me painting a few weeks ago, I got paint on the carpet. Shh, don't tell Ryan. Just kidding. I lost the corner of his eye there a little bit. So we must remedy the situation. Man. Okay, I need to be very careful not to overwork. I probably need to obviously stop here because of time, but also stop for my own sake so that I can come back another time with some fresh eyes, because I don't want to go too crazy. With the coloring, especially if it's not going the right way. I need to make sure I pull back. So we're gonna probably call it a night. I still want to fix that corner of the eye because it's got a little dark spot. Yeah, right there. Under eyelid's a little darker. Whoa, I almost dropped my brush. That could have been bad. All right. Well, there you have it, folks, so far. You know what? While I'm here and I have these dark colors, I'm going to go in with this, because once I do the dark side of the head or the background, it'll help with this shape of the head a little bit. Just in general with everything, the background on the one side should be darker. There's a little bit better shape for his head. Background doesn't matter as much, but there's a little variation in color and value and stuff. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in just to keep it interesting. Background is just as important as the subject matter, but it doesn't mean that it has to be detailed. Variety is okay. Randomness is okay. It could probably be darker. I don't like what I did with it just now with the changing of the colors too much, but that's okay. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there, folks. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And yeah, I will be here next week, probably the same time, same day, to work on this a little bit more and hopefully get it to more of a finished state. But here's the finished, semi-finished progress picture of little Tobias. So thanks, guys. Bye.